morning student, myself Bina Tripathi. Welcome to your online class. See student, this is your environmental studies part 1 textbook standard 5. Students, today I am going to explain you in science chapter 16 water. You know student, water is very useful to us. That means water is useful to all living things. That means human beings, plants, animals. And uses of water, you know that for cooking, drinking, bathing, etc. See students, can you recall? There are 3 questions are given in a textbook. First, second and third. That is totally cancelled. I have marked with pencil. No need to read this. Pollution of water. You know student, pollution of water, that is water pollution. Water pollution happens when toxic substance enter water bodies such as lake, river, ocean. See students, try this. It is activity. While it is raining, collect some of the rainwater directly in a clean container. Place in the open. Also collect some of the rainwater that is flowing over the ground. Observe and compare the two. What difference do you see? What is the reason for that? See students, you have to collect rainwater directly and put in the clean container. So whatever directly you are collecting the rainwater and putting in the clean container, that is clean water, that is pure water. But that means which water you are collecting from which are flowing over the ground, if that water you are collect and put in the container, that is not clean water, that is impure. Why? Because on that mud was mixed into the water. So these are the differences are the student. That means which water we are directly collect and put in the clean water, that is pure water, and which water flowing over the ground that we collect and put in the container, so that is impure water. So these are the differences are there. See students, their explanation is given. When other substance get mixed with water, it becomes impure. That means when other substances are mixed on the water, what happens that water become impure. Some of these substances float in the water, so the water looks unclean or muddy. Suppose if you take in a glass water, if that means in the glass, if dust will be there, so you can see that it will float in the water. So that means that water become unclean or muddy. Some substance dissolve in the water and we cannot see them, and some substance, what happen that it will dissolve into the water, it will totally dissolve and we cannot see them. If the substance that have got mixed with the water are harmful for all living things, that means which are dissolved into the water student, and that we can't see that, so that water is polluted and that water are harmful for living things. We say that the water has become polluted. River, lake are our source of water, and from where we are getting the water? Rivers and lakes. So they are the source of water, and if they are polluted, they are harmful too for living things. How does their water get polluted? Nowadays we see the factories, so many chemical factories are there. If chemicals we are putting into the water will become polluted. So that also the reasons are there. See students, can you tell? That is totally cancelled, no need to read this. Disposal of wastewater. You know student, disposal means what? Throwing something away. See students, the wastewater of a city or town is collected and let into a water body at a convenient location. The wastewater from residential buildings as well as from factories and industries contain many kinds of impurities. Some of these dissolve in the water while some do not. That means the wastewater from the cities as well as the villages is collected from each household and let into a water body or any other convenient location, means suitable location. And impure water from factories and industries is also released into the same water body, and some impurities are in dissolved. That means some of this dissolve in the water while some do not dissolve. You know that so many factories, industries are there, like chemicals, that all are mixed up in the water and water become impure. So this way the wastewater from residential buildings as well as from factories and industries contain many kinds of impurities, and some of these dissolve in the water while some do not. See student, picture is given here, a polluted water body. Sewage water can carry microorganisms that spread diseases. You know student, sewage means what? The waste water, it means dirty water released by homes, factories, etc. is called sewage. That means wastewater can carry microorganisms that spread diseases. Wastewater from industries is more likely to contain poisonous substance. If all this wastewater is let into water bodies, as it is, the water bodies becomes polluted, and that is dangerous. Such water cannot be used for drinking or for any other purpose. That is why it is compulsory for factory owner to treat the water before letting it out. See students, see that industries, factories, what are the chemicals are there? First, that chemicals purify, normally throw into the river or water. Otherwise, the water become polluted. And if that water, people will drink that, what happens? That number of diseases will spread. You know student, that microorganism, micro means what? Microorganism is very small living things which we cannot see by our eyes, and that's why if impure water, that means polluted water, people will drink that, the number of diseases will be spread that. So such water cannot be used for drinking or for any other purpose. And chemical water, that means which are water chemicals coming from the chemicals of industries or factories, which water is polluted, it is dangerous to all living things, for aquatic animals also. And that is why it is compulsory for factory owner to treat the water before letting it out. Similarly, sewage and other waste water of towns and cities is processed for purification before letting it into a water body. So that is very, very important, that whatever the sewage and other waste water of towns and cities processed for purification before letting it into the water body. This helps to prevent pollution of water, and this way it will help to prevent pollution of water. See students, flowing water of rivers get purified in some extent by natural process also. Before water is supplied to a town or city, it is purified. Purification is most important. You know, if large quantities of impurities get mixed with river water, the natural process of purification cannot keep pace. See students, if large quantities of impurities, impure water mix with river water, then what happens? That the natural process of purification cannot keep speed. Pace means what? Speed. And the proportion of oxygen dissolved in water is reduced, and the proportion of oxygen dissolved in the water is reduced, as this is threat to the aquatic living things, means this is dangerous to the aquatic living things, because in water, in river, aquatic animal living things are there. Fish example, if they drink the water, what happens? That dangerous, they will die also. Okay, purification of water, try this. It is an activity, student, you have to do this. Take a plastic bottle, tie a clean piece of cloth over its mouth. You have to take a plastic bottle and you have to tie a clean piece of cloth over its mouth. Cut off the base of the bottle. In a base of the means you have to cut off the base of the bottle. Hold the bottle upside down. Pour some powder coal into it. Afterwards you have to pour that some powder coal into it. Then add fine sand. Afterwards fine sand you have to add that, and lastly coarse sand to make 3 different layers inside the bottle as shown in the diagram. See the picture in the bottle how the 3 layers are there: coarse sand, fine sand, powder coal and cloth. A simple method of filtering water. Now place the bottle on its lower cut off portion as shown in the figure, and afterwards now pour some muddy water. You have to put on that some, pour means what? So put some muddy water containing some rubbish slowly into this bottle. Observe the water that flow into the base of the bottle. Afterwards what happens that you have to observe that how the water that flow into the base of the bottle, it appear clean. See that difference are there, how we see the clean water below, that the water coming from the outside now, but that place below, it means the base place, it is a clean water, it appear clean. Of course you have learned that there could be microorganisms in it. Okay, so this is a, that means you can see that it appear clean. Of course you have learned that there could be microorganisms, that means small organisms which we can't see by our eyes, so that we can observe that. Okay, so this is a simple method of filtering water. Water works. Visit the nearest water work along with your teacher. Again it is activity student. Obtain permission to interview an official there to learn about the purification process, and that place to take the permission and do the interview on an official there to learn about the purification process. You may ask the following question. So there are 5 questions are given. That first question: what source of water is used for the public water supply system? Second question: how many liters of water are purified every day? Third question: what process are used to make the water clean, transparent and germ free? Fourth question: in what order are these processes carried out? And fifth question is: what is done to rid the water of bad smell? So how to stop the bad smell from the water? So these are the 5 questions are there. It is activity based. So you visit the nearest water work along with your teacher. Do you know? See students, while traveling we often buy bottled drinking water. See, we are traveling to village or any place, so we are buying the water bottle. That means we are buying a bottle for drinking purpose. The bottles are available at places like the bus stands and railway station. So we are buy that from the bus stand also we get a water, the bottle of the water, and railway station also. So what you to do that, read the information about the water given on the bottle and tell others about it too, and you to read that information. The date of bottling and the period from which the water can be safely used is printed on the bottle. So you can see the date will be mentioned in the bottle. So date of the bottling and the period for which the water can be safely used is printed on the bottle. So it is important to read this information when buying a bottle. When you buy the bottle from the railway stations or bus stands, it is very important you to read that full information. The date of bottlings and the period for which the water can be safely used is printed on the bottle. It is very, very important. And once you have opened it, the water should not be kept for very long. That means once you open that for drinking purpose, so you have to do that once you open, if the water should not be kept for very long. The empty bottle must be crushed and thrown into a garbage bin so that it cannot be reused. And also remember that if you drink the water on the spot, you have to crush the bottle that. and throw into the garbage bin so that it cannot be reused. That is very, very important. And this information you to tell to other person also. You tell, if at some place it did not rain for a very long period of time, what will be its effect on the life of the people there? See students, if a particular place does not get enough rain for a long period of time, then there will be scarcity of water, means less water. And if water is not, then what happens that not available that place for farming cannot be done, crops will not grow, and people migrate, they have to migrate from here and there for search of food and water, and many animals also die due to lack of water and food. And in this way what happened that the complete area will be under the drought, so famine problem they are suffering. So these are the, that means this will be happens when, if at some place it did not rain for a very long period of time, so its effects on the life of the people will be all this. Purification processes at the water work. See students, how to purify the water, the processes are there at the water work. See the pictures are given here. First picture, settlings. The water from the water source is allowed to stand in large tank. Alum is also used to help the process of settling. That means alum is used for purification. That means also used to help the process of settling. Second picture, see that oxygenation. Air and water are allowed to mix with the help of pumps. This causes oxygen from the air to dissolve in the water. See the third picture, filtration. You know filtration, with the help of the filtration machines, water is filtered using a filtration machine. And fourth picture, see the chlorination. You know student, chlorine is mixed in the water to kill the germs in it. So this is the water purification process at the water work. Photographs courtesy Parvati Water Work, PMC, that is Pune place. Famine. Water evaporates continuously. That is why a place where it does not rain for a long time experience a drought. At such place the water level fall in rivers, wells, lake, bunds and dam. Some of this may even go dry. The land also dries up due to evaporation. Human and animals suffer from scarcity of water. There is no water for agriculture. This condition is called a famine. A famine is a natural disaster. See students, famine means what? Extreme scarcity of food. You know water evaporates continuously, and that is why place where it does not rain for a long time, that means which place there is no rain for a long time, then what happened at experience a drought. At such place the water level falls in rivers, wells, lake, bunds and dams, and some of these may even go dry. The land also dries up due to evaporation. What happened that student? The land also dries up because of the evaporation. Humans and animals suffer from scarcity of water, and there is no water for agriculture. That means there is no rainfall, no water, lack of water, no water. And what happened that there is no water for agriculture also, and people will not do the agriculture, from where they are getting the food. And that is the reason this condition is called a famine, and famine is a natural disaster. See students, grain and fodder become scarce during a famine. You may have read about a famine in your state or country or in another part of the world. So we have read about the famine in our states or country or another part of the world. People living there have to face a lot of hardship. They have to face lots of hardship. And animals and plants in those parts also suffer because of the famine. People living in that place have to face lots of hardship, and even the animals and plants in those parts also suffer. And you know that grain and fodder become scarce during a famine. Government temporarily moves people and animals from famine-stricken area to safe place where they can be provided with water, food grain and fodder. Fodder camps are set up to take care of domestic animals. And this way fodder camps are set up to take care of domestic animals. What's the solution? Your class will be visiting a lake which is far away from the city. Arrangement have to be made for the day's drinking water. See students, when we go for trip, we always carry water bottle with us. We will be visiting a lake, so water is also available there, but it may not be clean and safe. So we need to carry clean cloth for filtering the water and a piece of alum for settling the impurities. So this way, these types of arrangement have to be made for the day's drinking water. Water management. You know student, water management is very important. Rain bring us water again and again, but we get rain for only 4 months in a year. You know student, from where we are getting the rain? Because of the rainy season. And rainy season only 4 months in a year. If rainwater is not stored, we will not have water for our daily needs after the rain. So what is important? We have to store the rainwater, because only 4 months we are getting the water because of the rainy season. And if we not store that, so we will not have water for our daily needs after the rain. So that is very important. We have to store the water. To meet the whole year's need for water, rainwater must be stopped. What is very important student? Rainwater must be stopped. When it is stopped, it percolates into the soil. You know student, percolates means what? Seep. It seep into the soil. As the groundwater storage increases, trees get water, wells too get enough water, and the land can be cultivated. So because of it, when it is stopped, it percolates into the soil. See, the several methods are used to make rainwater seep into the soil. Which are the several methods students? See that large dams can be built. How we can store the water? With the help of the large dam. But that may not be possible in all places. So it is not possible that every place we can build the large dam to stop the water, rainwater, or storing the rainwater. In that event, the government and the people come together to undertake several work. So in that event, what to do that? The government and the people come together to undertake several work, such as building a smaller reservoir, counterbanding, stopping the water of the smaller streams, by constructing bund or bandaras, etc. And this way we can store the rainwater. So these are the several methods used to make rainwater seep into the soil. See the student, this is continuous counter trenches, CCT, and this way these are several works such as building smaller reservoirs, counterbanding, stopping the water of the smaller streams by constructing bunds or bandaras, etc. In some places, wells are dug in rivers bed to allow water to collect in them. Rainwater falling on roof of houses is drained into large tank placed besides the building. Using all such methods help us to store as much water as possible. So see students, these are the methods are there. That means how we can store the water. That means wells are dug in riverbeds to allow water to collect in them. And if rainwater falling on roof of houses is drained into large tank placed besides the buildings. So these are the methods are there help us to store as much water as possible. See students, a bund on a stream, how the bund was made there to store the rainwater, and rainwater is very important for us. It is very important to use water carefully to stop rainwater from flowing away, to make it seep into the grounds, or to collect it in tanks. So it is very important, student, use water carefully because water is very important to us. And so this way to stop rainwater from flowing away, to make it seep into the grounds, or to collect it in tanks. Taking steps to ensure that rainwater will be available even in the period after the rainy season is called water management. So all these other steps are there. If we can do that, after the rainy season also we will get the water. So that is very important, that taking steps to ensure that rainwater will be available even in the period after the rainy season is called water management. See students, two pictures are shown here how we can store water. See, that is storing rainwater in tanks. And second picture, see that student, making rainwater seep into the soil. So this way we have to use water carefully, and these are the steps are there, and with the help of this, to ensure that rainwater will be available even in the period after the rainy season also is called water management. Obtain information and discuss, that is totally cancel, no need to read this. Always remember, see students, water is life, use it judiciously because water is very important to us. We have learned in this chapter water, everything is given here. See the first point, when substances that are harmful for living things get mixed with water, it becomes polluted. See students, polluted water are harmful to all living things, and when substances that are harmful for living things get mixed with water, it becomes water polluted, that means impure. Next one, before wastewater is let into water bodies, it is processed in many ways to prevent their pollution. Before the water is supplied to the public, the dissolved and undissolved substance in it are separated at the waterwork, and the germs in it are destroyed. So before the water is supplied to the public, what is important, that The dissolved and undissolved substance in it are separated at the waterworks and the germs in it are destroyed. If it does not rain for a long time, it leads to drought and famine. See students, there is no rainfall. Then what happens that it leads to drought and famine. Next, famine conditions affect humans and as well as animals and plants of that region. So it will affect it to human beings, animals and plant. Next, water management means what, student? Water management means stopping or storing water or letting it percolate into the ground to make it available even after the rainy season. If we store the water, if we stop the water, then what happens that after rainy season also we can get the water, and water is very important to, very useful to us. So we have to store water. Water management is very important. Students, exercise in your textbook. Question number 1, what's the solution? Question number 2, use your brain power. Question number 3, answer the following question. And question number 4, true or false, correct the wrong statement. This is the assignment I am giving to you as your homework. You have to do this in your notebook and read this lesson twice, 2 times properly. I hope that you understood this lesson. Thank you.